back to the game. Oh. I saw it the first time, Rezes. I know about that sword upgrade. Thank you for pointing it out. By the way, when you put at Millbee, you don't need to put Millbee again. I see the Millbee. The at Millbee does appear. My break was lovely. I had a nice stretch. I stretched real good. I feel all stretched and ready to go. And I say we'll do this. All right. Only have 4? Oh, shit. I'm guessing you mean like excellent blade. So I'm just gonna get that. All right, that's it. Let's go into the trial. I no longer have to do voice acting for at least an hour or two. I'm excited.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Wow.
Head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Yeah. That's right.
Anyway,
Okay.
We should
Okay.
proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hiyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened.
Oh, you gonna mention what happened?
Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms.
No, he's gonna skip out on the bit where they were lying together.
We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery...
I hope that
made
comes
Mikan
out
rest
and
in
everyone
the
berates him
on-call
for it.
room
It'll be fun.
since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was... a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
Shut up, Nagito.
I tried to stop him,
Over-enthusiastic
of course.
weirdo.
I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
See you
We were
later,
also
Step by
looking
Step
for Ibuki
gamer.
since she
Have
disappeared
fun
from
down
our
Chippy
sight.
Alley. Try and get a cheeky,
After I rested for
a
bit,
cheeky
I started
Five Guys
counting
maybe.
everyone at the hospital.
Get sucked into Five Guys.
And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me
In
out.
various ways.
Various ways?
Yep, I knew
Don't
he'd pick
say
up
it
on
like
that.
that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that
God
Ibuki
damn, man.
disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp.
Yeah, the one in the brewery quarter.
So I immediately led them to the music venue.
I love fucking Five
But the
Guys.
door wouldn't open.
God damn.
Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down
It's
the
so
door.
good.
And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
I love fucking Five
And
Guys.
so we decided to lower the hanged
So good.
body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true? Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now.
Fucking
The story
idiot.
I just heard is clearly suspicious.
Oh boy, here we go.
Hajime,
Here we
if
go.
you're the only one who saw the hanging video and the first one to discover
Yeah.
Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
No, the Five Guys is
Come
actually really
on,
nice,
try
step by
to prove
step.
it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Like the chips are very salty, but the burgers are top class. And you can get beer there as well, so what's not to love? And the milkshakes are real good as well. All right, I did it. I lied. I slept with Meek, and that's what was wrong.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself,
That would also be a lie.
Why is he doing this? Why is he
think I
doing
can
this?
deny that
Why is he
possibility.
doing this?
After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Movie imitation ticket. I can prove that because
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
I didn't see it.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki
Let me
would
tell
also-
you,
I
you
don't think I
creepy
would-
bastard.
After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
No, it isn't. Take this truth bullet, you sick piece of shit.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that.
He just did that to fuck with me. He literally just did that to mess me
Each person
up.
only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that
Yeah,
shows
he
the
knew.
date and
He knew
time.
the whole time. That's why he said keep a hold of it.
Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
He did that
Which means there's no way
just to
Hajime, who
to
never
mess
saw
with.
the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
Oh my god.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments. So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer
See you later,
murdered
homemade
Hiyoko while
pizza.
Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way
Hey,
that's
Poppy.
possible.
How did you get in
That's
here?
why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the
Nah,
inside,
that was Poppy, that
the
was-
killer would not have been able to leave either.
Not Patty.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door,
Yeah.
the killer was still inside.
Yeah.
They were?
Yeah.
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down
Who's
the venue
Poppy?
door together. Gundam met up with Hajime
That
at the
really
motel
sinister
right
looking
before that.
cat. There's like a picture of me and the cat, and she looks
And
so
if
evil.
Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital,
She's
only
she's one of our
person
other
that
cats.
leaves
So.
is one of you.
Where is B actually?
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
Me too.
Why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding
What?
inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
The killer was inside the music venue. Hiyoko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? Me too.
The killer was still inside the music venue.
All right.
By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
First right contradict truths. I should be able to prove that with no evidence. Okay.
The killer was still inside the music venue.
Right, this semi-transparent glob. Was that sticky? I can't remember. Right, I think that is...
By locking the door from...
how they locked it.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, the glob did it. It was Flubber. Flubber is the murderer.
Wait a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob? Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. The semi-transparent glob was probably... gummy? Could it be gummy? Was it gummy? A gummy? No. Oh, I don't know. I just think because she was involved, gummies maybe. It doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna say glue then. I've never seen green glue, but glue.
I see.
Oh yeah, no, it tasted terrible, didn't it? I forgot about that. Of course, yeah, that's how you can
Must
tell
have
it's not
been
gummy. My bad.
Glue?
I just thought of like I saw gummy and I was like, even though gummy doesn't make any sense, I saw gummy there and I was like, oh, that has to be the answer. It's gummy. Like, fuck, the game got me, man. It pulled me in. It pulled me into its gummy hole.
It had a firm
Also, I would have
smell
loved it if they
genius.
locked it with gummy
And I could
bears.
smell workshop chemicals the moment I
Yeah,
put it in my
workshop
mouth.
chemicals as well. I forgot what she said about it.
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible. I believe it is not something one typically eats.
Chiaki's
Glue was
glob.
only applied to the areas where both doors touched.
It was spitting tobacco.
Only in the gaps of the closed
Alien
door.
spitting
Must
tobacco.
have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
Some fast saying glue.
If you just stick
Yeah.
them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
Little army of
What'd you
gummy
say?
bears holding the door shut.
First of all, that drumstick you found seemed really obvious.
Sentient gummy
Almost
bears holding the door
unnaturally
shut.
It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Oh,
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at
oh,
all.
my neck. Oh.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko.
Oh
and
yeah, I got some
created
drop. I have some drop frames there. I don't know when that happened, but
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than
there it
that.
goes again. Yeah, it's going really weird. It keeps
But when Hajime got to the
fucking going
venue,
weird now. Man.
only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
Scrap that was stuck. I'm not much I can do about it, unfortunately. If the internet's gonna randomly do that, I don't know. Figure out what it is. Wallpaper. Wallpaper. That's enough room for wallpaper, so I'm gonna assume it's that. Give me something that isn't, there's something I can use. Yes, thank you. Oh, come on. Stop giving me W's. Give me what I fucking... God. This is what's the most frustrating about this one, is, like, how long it can take for the right letters to turn up. There we go. Shit, wrong button. Fuck. Oh shit, no, the A. Fuck. Jesus. Sitting there wait. That minigame is a real fucking hot mess. What did they make? What did they change that to in the third one?
Scrap.
In V3.
Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
You can speed that up. Oh, can you? Wait, no. Because if I speed it up though, they'll start crashing into each other. So it's probably best going slow.
There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper... See? It fits perfectly.
What? How did you check that? Did we all just go there for a second?
The scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
If you guys hidden
But if you
bubbles and you
guys
press
were
A and the middle
exceptional
lights
enough
up
to
and
identify
stops
that
your
scrap of
focus and shows
paper,
letters?
You can figure this out
Oh,
easily.
right. Do you reckon the V3 one's better than this one? Oh shit, logic dive, let's go! Why was jump? Fuck. I can't remember what was jump then. Damn. I like these logic dives, these are pretty fun. Why did Hiyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? It was hidden. It was hidden. I reckon it was revealed somehow. But like when the curtain thing went up, it like revealed her. They'd wallpapered her body. They'd wallpapered over her body. That's what they'd done. What did the killer use to hide a body? The wallpaper. Fuck! I was trying to get on it. I had A held down the whole time and I was like, no, I'm trying to get on this. I didn't get on there fast enough. The new logic dive in V3. Oh. I've seen like clips and little screenshots of V3. And like the design of it looks very different, which is kind of cool. How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, like it looks like they've gone for a really stylized sort of look.
Got it.
In
Hyoko's body
V3.
was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
There's already wallpaper ripped on top though.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
How many layers did they need to do? Also, like the paper was already on.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
But the paper's
The
there.
baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. If their plan took too long, Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what What is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
D?
Don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated the two victims in that movie, you should be able to explain that now. To mix up the killing order.
I see!
To mix up the killing order! Yeah!
The reason the killer imitated
Gotta add that
two of the
info.
murders
Yeah, let me tell you right now.
So we'd mix up the killing order.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean?
Mean.
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What the fuck is going on?
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying.
Right.
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right?
Right.
That
Right.
means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so
What is happening right now?
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature
Dude,
with
it's
no
hard enough to understand what he's
psychic
saying
abilities
half the
like
time.
you know
to
something
gauge
like
like what he's
that?
actually talking about.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
This continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Yeah, Chika's power is great. Alright, blood on the souls, I believe, is what we need to use probably here.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree! Consent! I consent this argument!
Just as Sonia
It's so
said,
dumb.
Ibuki stepped on
He's
something.
just screaming, look, I agree! Okay, you agree, you don't have to scream at me. I agree with
On
you!
the soles of her slippers.
It
Consent!
is not Ibuki's blood, right?
Consent!
She suffered no external injury.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck, and she died almost
Always have
instantly,
consent
right?
before you agree with a statement in a court
If
of law.
Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye!
Oh no, I have to have one of these sword-offs of him.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb.
What does that even mean?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Actually, I know what that means.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
What are you talking?
You're so frightened,
what are you talking
you can't
about?
Even make a sound.
What are you
it seems
talking
you've
about?
realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest. You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible!
Oh shit, I seen the wrong button there.
Crime scene. There was no... You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about 1 minute you can see a nice nightmare.
I messed up there.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Yeah, there was.
Allow me to cut through those
Let me to
words.
cut through those words, you crazy man.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that.
He's making himself look really guilty right now.
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to
Honestly,
hide
of all the
Hyoko's
people who
body,
would do it,
they
he's the only
probably
one I
cleaned
could
the blood
see
at the same
doing it,
time, but
because everyone else seems like they get along. He's just a really weird guy
He
who
must have
hangs
already
out on the
stepped in it,
fringe.
and the killer
So,
probably
like, he's the only
didn't
one I could
realize
see
it.
doing it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order
But
of the murders,
I'm
right?
sure we'll have one of our twists where it'll turn out to be Sonya
Even
or
if they
something
were
like
to hide
that.
Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in
I
the
know
article.
why the heat's so high.
It's from us.
It was to melt the candle. Because the
Yep.
melted candle was
Since we
never
have
lit
all
in
this
that
evidence,
room.
There's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided.
Or it was to set the
Hiyoko
glue.
was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Ah, wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Alright.
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
The
Suicide?
same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's dead, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hiyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
This is all about someone telling her to kill her
She was
and then kill
afflicted by
herself.
the
though.
despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Yeah. Plus, like, why would
And
a
she
person
was
who,
alive.
why the person who's going to commit suicide after killing someone,
When
would,
Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she
like,
was just
why would
pretending
she
to be
like,
dead.
why would she go out of her way to hide it all?
If
She was going to kill
waited
herself
until
anyway.
Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
How deep we into the trial? Not too far
She
actually.
hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
We're not even
And
sure of the
if she
events
was
of what
going to
happened yet.
take
We haven't
the dead,
discovered the truth of what's
I think
happened yet, so we're not
she
far.
wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw? According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
Wait, no, hang on,
don't know
hang on,
anything
hang on,
about
hang on,
that.
hang on.
Don't say it all
Maybe
proud.
they didn't tell Ibuki? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm not sure.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement.
The video, I think the video was filmed
And I saw the
upstairs
body at the music
in
venue
the
a little after Monokuma's
conference room.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Okay. I don't know. My mind is all over the place on this one. It's a bit hard to put it all together. We'll get there, though. We'll get there.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
This supposed to happen before and during the morning announcements. The person who doesn't have an alibi for that time.
We can exclude the sick people.
Alright, I need to go over what the people said. Sonia's account. Hiyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled and she was unable to tie it on her own. That was when Sonia apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the music venue storeroom. Mikan's account. Right up until the morning Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko met Mikan in front of the hospital. They split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater and Electric Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. Apparently, Fuyuhiko and Mikan were only separated for a short time.
And what about the others?
Surveillance monitor video? Which one's that one? Video that Hajime saw at the hospital shows a person dressed in a man bag on the head. Then towards the news.
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
Might have to
So
take
everyone
one
who
of
stayed at
these.
the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Okay, hang on a minute. Let me just
We
try
can
something.
exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Try.
And
Oh,
what about the
fucking
others?
wrong button. Wrong button.
Right
Right,
before
so I just want to try something because I'm a bit pulling up a bit of a blank on this one.
If nobody, Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
I don't think this is right. I just
We
want to
can
try it.
exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
I'll check because of the gown and I don't know.
Crap! We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping.
Sleeping in your motel room. Nothing would say against you sleeping in your motel room. Yeah, okay. Maybe that one? I met with Mika for hospital. They split up for search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater. I mean, I could shoot that one, I suppose, because...
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be.
My own cottage.
No, okay, I don't know.
Crap! We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
No, that's
Why
wrong.
did that work? I have no idea why that worked. I don't know why that worked. I just randomly did that. I have no idea why that worked.
Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
Oh,
You two
okay,
have
we're shooting the
alibis?
fact... Okay, we're
Up
shooting
until I
the
saw
fact
hanging video,
that
Mikan
she
and
said
I
no
were
one has an
actually together
alibi
for a
with the
while.
fact that Meekan said...
We even woke up together that morning.
Right, okay, I get it now.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime. Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagito's condition
Hey,
had
Hajime, it's
improved.
alright. Everyone thinks you're a bro now.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
I think it was Fuyuhiko's thing kind of nod
It's
me
better
towards
if
it
we
then.
think about it like that.
Weird, that was a weird one. That was a weird one.
The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
I was kind of hoping that...
So it's
I was kind of hoping that our mechanic boy would be like,
before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
if that's the case, we still in the killer's trap. Inside a trap set by one of us. Oh, it's the halfway mark, was it?
Hiya!
Damn.
Why, hello there, Monami. The moss balls sure look tasty. Stop it, don't characterize me as someone who lives on moss balls. And here's some chance time. Huh, what's that? Now then, Monami's appeal time starts now. Huh, appeal time? You kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck! Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild.
Wow.
Who's boss? That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a more boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then... I'm Usami, magical miracle girl. Usami, I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment.
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever.
That's weird. Sweet like milk. Is milk sweet?
I'm Monami. Once again,
All the times I've had milk,
in
I've never
such
really
an
considered it
unreasonable
sweet.
Situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
He's so weird.
Seriously, just shut up already.
He's
shut up
so
forever.
weird. Man, that rule wouldn't let me get killed. It
But I'm
sucks.
thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
Milk some gummy bears.
It's
Milk
not
the little
just
gummy
that.
bear
Come on.
turtles.
Try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hiyoko's body was imitating, right?
Vaguely.
Even though we're calling it
Yeah,
an
this is what I was
imitation,
thinking.
the lion was actually pinned
All
by
he did was
arrows,
tie
right?
it to the tree. It's like he wasn't even tied to the tree, though.
But Hiyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hiyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Hiyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
Why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying
know
the
why.
truth behind Hiyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
Sonia
However,
told her about
this
it.
is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting
Poor imitation.
riled up.
If there's a key to all this, I need to find that out, no matter the cost. Megatron must be stopped. No matter the cost. No matter the cost. You got to touch. Megatron must be stopped. That's how it goes in that film. It says Megatron must be stopped a lot.
Go to the music venue? There's no way you'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
Oh.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
Wow.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Oops, shooting the wrong one.
She was guided by the will of causality.
Why did Hiyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it,
None of those make any
maybe
sense.
she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
I agree with that.
Is that right? Is it the key? I agree!
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
Oh, because the key was of her. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, exactly as I assumed.
I won't lie, that was a bit of a shot. That was kind of like just a random. I was going to shoot the one before that. I was going to shoot whatever came up then. I was just kind of shooting a bit.
Cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think
I get it, but I won't lie, that was not like, I was not thinking that out. I was just kind of firing at it. Just genuinely surprised I got that right when I did that.
Hiyoko locked the room she was staying in before she
But it
went
makes
out.
sense.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
So I was thinking, like, Sony's
killer
account has got to be
locked
the thing
door,
that
right?
that
Just
says
to
why,
hide
but
the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't move.
oh, okay.
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Wait, what?
My first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just
Why
let
is
me
she
shine
arguing against me?
already?
We just said she took the key out.
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk.
I'm really
I'll
confused
shut
what
you
she's
up right
arguing with me
now.
about right now.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her. Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
Okay.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door.
Shit.
So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
I can't back down!
Oh, what? Jesus Christ, how fast did I have to hit that?
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and
Shit.
forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
God damn it.
I can't back down!
Oh, fuck. Oh.
But
Oh my
Hiyoko's
gosh.
room was locked.
Oh my gosh.
The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Right, nice.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in
We're getting there.
Hiyoko's
We're getting
kimono.
there now.
The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Wrong button. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. I just did that on reflex. Oh my god, her top. I did it on reflex then. Shit.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
that I cut through that argument.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Got it.
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room.
Akane overpowered me. I'm okay with that.
I told her that there was
Oh,
a
not this
picture
picture
at the
again.
music venue,
No.
and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Yes.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something, something.
Kazuichi. Hell no.
Then,
Oh, so
the
beta.
killer-
Oh, so beta. All right.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
She looks
Though
so
I knew
mad.
she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
This dude's more beta than
Seems
his
you
Sao,
have
man.
quite the
Can't deal with it.
fashion
Can't deal with it. At least
Do
his,
you want
at least
me
his
to
Sao got some,
incinerate your
a little
clothes?
summon, you
Perhaps
know.
I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict
Fuck was
it,
that?
why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself,
Oh my god, it was
she was
a
probably
stone
just
man.
unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
Who's his Sao? Oh, it's from Katawa Shoujo.
Killed Hiyoko.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Statues on the loose.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Yeah, someone needs to
What was
stop
the
these
killer actually
naked,
planning
these
to do?
naked gray killers. There's so many on there.
They've been
So
cunning
many out
this
there,
far.
man.
There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey, Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet? Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
Oh my god.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
Well done,
So if
Nagito.
she
Well done,
faked her
Nagito.
death
Well done.
And walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Danganronpa 3 Murderer Statue Edition.
Really?
Yeah.
That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Oh my god, he's so weird. No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood in her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very strange.
Strange? What's strange?
There's footprints. There's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. And why? Why weren't there any footprints on the... step ladder?
I can prove it with this. If Ibuki used the step ladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that step ladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Did you notice such a small detail? How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Kameda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But
yeah, he's a smart one.
Didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really
Now, here we go. We're gonna get into like
Unless
fake.
there was something funny about
We're gonna
that
get into the
video.
fake ones now. The faking it and shit.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding the incident is contained in that video. And whether or not we can reach the hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there was some hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who can actually saw that video, so I'm the only one who can do it. Alright, the hanging video that I saw. Based on everything I know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Okay. Well, there's a couple strange things. One is the hair isn't there. The curtain was pretty strange. I'm gonna go for the curtain right now and see if that's the thing. The black curtain in the background, huh? Based on that video alone, I don't really know if the curtain's suspicious or not. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll go off of this then. Like, hospital gown, huh? Based on what I saw in the video, I don't think that looks suspicious. Oh, fuck. Alright, wait a minute. Fuck. Oh, time ran out. Shit. When I was looking then. God damn it! I didn't see the timer.
Crap!
It's alright. We'll get a retry now. We gotta go again. Here we go. All right. The weird thing is the bag.
Damn it!
The rope.
Damn it!
Oh, I don't know. The step ladder.
Here!
Yay! We got there. I'm so good at this. I'm so
There's
good.
definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
I'm real fucking good at this. I knew it. I knew it all along. It was that.
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side...
Yeah, the fucking blood. The blood. I was thinking to myself
right
then.
on the left side of the stepladder.
It was on the left side, right, okay.
However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
Dude, you kidding me? I'm gonna be so good. I should be a detective. I'll sit there going, it's this. It can't be that. It's that. It can't be that. It's this. Oh, you're right. It is that. Fuck yeah.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene.
Yeah, I want to make the viewers feel smarter. That's why I'm doing it.
But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Yeah, I thought the hair would be a
One
hint,
of the
honestly.
stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
I have a horrible
You're
feeling
suggesting
Negan is the one who's killed
the
them.
stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki. All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
I feel like she's done it,
What are you two talking
and
about?
I feel like she was doing the sleepy thing with me to throw me off. Jackie said that the stepladder was in a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing, the place where the killer did something? Oh, no, wait, what? Oh, no, oh, fuck. I don't even remotely know what it wants me to say. It's not G, okay. Why are there so many G's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So first word 7 letters. 8. Oh, this is gonna be a fucking nasty one. Alright, we're just gonna fucking stumble through this one. Alright, let's try F. F. What the fuck? F? What's it doing to this? Floor? No. I? I have no idea what it wants me to say. Phil? Filling? Film? Filming location. Fuck. Wait, is it T now? No, it's a T in location. Fuck me, there's too many things. Fuck, I pressed A again, damn it. Oh, this is getting hard now. Fuck. Oh, there's too many fucking words flying around. Shit. Jesus Christ. There's so many letters flying around. Holy moly.
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming
Oh
locations
my
are different
lord.
too.
Like, the only way you can solve that if you're not sure is you just start firing letters out and hope you're right. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. It's like, I know what it is, but it's going to be still hard as hell to get there because I got to deal with this one. Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
What do you mean?
Out of curiosity, how many people actually knew who hadn't seen this before what exactly wanted me to say there from the beginning?
It was filmed somewhere else.
The hospital monitor is supposed to display.
Oh, there goes the frames again. Man, I don't know what's up with my internet these days.
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
Show us they filmed the video at the music venue. Something else. What did the killer do with the surveillance camera unit? Good God. I need health, man. My dude's health is so low. Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with? Oh shit, I have no idea if that's right. No, it's not. Fuck, it was the yellow one. Oh, I just kind of panicked there. Oh fuck, dude, that latter one threw me off so hard. So it's me, and they were like, yo, I'm the killer, even though it was not even leading to me at all.
This is my... We will never give up!
I like how you can't really die here. Keep dropping frames. Dude, this is getting on my nerves now. I really wish my internet wasn't being so garbage at the moment. It's always like around this time as well. It just, if the internet's just going, you're just gonna have to deal with it basically. There's not much I can do to stop it at the moment. It just seems to be really finicky these days. Fuck, I don't even know which one was the right one. What did the killer tamper with? The camera. No, the monitor? Switch with a different monitor. I think I'm gonna say that I can't remember which one the right one was now. I think it was the monitor. Fuck, I was wrong again. Right, so it was the camera then. Oh my god. Ah! 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 No! Oh no. Where did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue at the hospital? The music venue. Because it would make any sense for the tamper with the one at the hospital. Okay, I got that one. Ugh. Oh god, yeah, they're making these nastier, aren't they? What did the killer do with the camera from the music venue surveillance camera unit? They took it with them. They took it with them. Yeah, they did. Alright, got it. Oh, rough start, but we got there.
It's all coming together. That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Yeah, I like the logic dive. It's fun to do.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hiyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the
Who's the main character in this? Hajime, that boy.
True, but
Basic bitch Hajime, beta alpha male. The beta alpha male he is.
to the remaining monitor.
And the kill did to the remaining monitor was destroyed it.
I see!
I see! He destroyed it!
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it.
I like that when you die in this, you just get to start again. I'm glad they don't like take you back to your last save, because that would
As long
be
as it
really
was in pieces,
frustrating.
You wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
Even I, beta alpha male. He's the most beta of the alpha males. That's what he is.
The killer put back the camera they took.
They all treat him like he's the big alpha boy. All looking to
They
him all the
destroyed it and
time.
left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate
Ultimate
repair
beta
efforts,
male.
it seems it could not transmit
Low
from the
T!
hospital to the
Low
motel.
T!
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Which means even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? The only possibility is that place inside that building. Oh, not another Hangman's Gambit. Oh, Jesus. Conference room. That's what he wants me to spell. I know it. I know already. I'm gonna fucking nail this. Ugh. Shit, wrong button. My bad. Didn't mean to hit that button then. Take that, game. Fucking nailed that one. Confetti room. The confetti room. The Confederate room.
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Boom, 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 boom. Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it.
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. I've got to make it clear what that work was.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Music venue curtain.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Shit. There you go. I got there in the end. They kept firing and missing and hitting the purples.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
Yeah, they did.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face
Looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
Yep.
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
Yep.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
I am a crime-solving robot.
But that's not all.
Feed me the crimes.
There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like the Confederate room, the conference room. It's got to be that. A candle, I believe.
I can prove it with this.
I can prove it. It was the candle.
You're referring to the candle.
Then we're going to
on the
come
music
now to the
venue,
heat, melting the candle. Guarantee you now.
right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to
When remember when Hajime was alone with Chiaki in the darkness?
That might have been another reason, but
Ooh, so good.
the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means, are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
Nope.
That candle was likely placed there
Yep.
just to make me think it was the same candle.
Exactly.
That was used
They
in the
put a
video.
candle there, turn the heat on to melt it to make it look like it was used.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
I know. I'm
But
such
there's
a
no
good
mistake.
crime boy.
That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of the crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside Cop say that before, but isn't that the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No. Well,
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
I'm pretty sure it's what's her face. I don't know what the first bit he said, which means there was a fake somewhere. The fake must have been. Wait, what am I talking about? The fake. The fake what? The fake Ibuki in the conference room?
I see.
Right, okay. I was like, that missed me at that
Person
sentence. I
wearing
was
the
like, wait,
hit bag
what?
in that video wasn't Ibuki.
Yeah. Maybe the candle
It
isn't going to
was
come into this.
The killer
Maybe the
pretended
heat
to be
was
Ibuki.
literally just to fuck up the
Killer
timings.
put on a hospital
And the only
gown,
person that would
wore
know
a hit
that
bag on their head, and was only pretending to be
would
the
probably be the nurse.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier.
Well, maybe not the only person, but
Probably
the
around
person I
midnight
most
or
likely
dawn to
suspect to
avoid
know that
business.
already would be the nurse lady.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
That's what happened. Then no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. Yeah, she'd been dead a long time before now. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. I like how the height of the paintings represents the height of the people.
Why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
That's right, I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. Oh fuck. Okay. This is a pretty big guess now. Oh fuck. I'm pretty sure it's Meekin.
You're the only one! Miko, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hiyoko?
Fuck.
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
She was fucking with us when she was getting in bed with us. Oh my god, she should do stuff just like the first game.
Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence.
But you're the only one who could have filmed that
Oh,
video.
dude,
at
I
the
don't want to be
hospital
Mikan.
conference room.
Oh, no.
Is that also a coincidence?
I mean, it might not be here. This could be another twist coming, but... Oh, don't be here. Should you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? If you insist, I will use the on-call upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room.
Oh no, another
That's when
statue
you put on
person
a
with a really nice
hospital gown that you
bum.
prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really
I don't
the
know.
killer?
Honestly, I don't know if he is.
It's totally wrong. It's not what you think.
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together.
Like, she's the only one that points to, but it's just weird that she'd be the
I
killer.
agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
A woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
Yeah. And the we said woman. Woman.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you?
Oh,
It's
sure.
impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Is she playing the victim? Is she just like fucking up? She's doing it on purpose? Everyone's ganging up on me. Oh my god, I don't know if she's like faking it now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea right now.
Can you hold on a minute?
Oh no, he's got crazy eyes.
Well, I
no,
know
he's
I'm
okay.
being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time. I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning.
Don't you accuse me.
Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Please don't say such controversial statements. Well, what do you know, Nagito?
What do you know?
It's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue? Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope, and keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope?
I don't know where
being
he's
frayed?
going with this one.
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer
Oh.
wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Darn. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
This rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Oh my god.
More
Nagito!
importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Oh fuck, I think I missed that one.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Because true cause of death was strangulation. The fact is the decisive proof that will that fact is the decisive proof that will lead to the killer. Okay. Is that true?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? you mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Can you take, like,
Ibuki
the blue
didn't
one?
die
I can't remember if you
from
can
hanging.
take the blue set, the blue ones or not.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
I know you
No
can't
hanging
shoot.
and strangling.
I know you can't shoot other people's arguments into agreement things.
The scars they leave would look different too.
I remember them saying that.
Scars, you mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
You can't
The body
take
at the crime
those.
scene
Okay.
was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma
makes it a
file
bit
complicates
better.
this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Okay. Wait, did I waste the first one and then shoot a fake wrong one at it?
Crap! Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
I think I wasted one then, didn't I?
She
I
was
gotta try that.
strangled to death.
I need to try that again.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Okay, no. Okay. That doesn't work then. Okay. I don't think you can shoot those at agreement ones. I
Ibuki
can't
didn't
remember
die
now.
from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look
Right.
different too.
Oh, okay, here we go. Nope, not AC temperature. All right.
Crap!
Okay.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars, you mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
No, okay. Someone's lie? Oh, fuck.
Crap! Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars, you mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would
This one's
that be?
left me kind of confused.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Nope, not that one.
Crap!
Right. Now,
Ibuki.
I have to pee. I mean, let me go quick pee real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, let's work this one out.
She was strangled to death.
Let's try shooting one of these of the blue ones. I don't remember if that works or not.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Nope. Here we go.
Crap! Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Crap! Ibuki did...
Choking, yeah. Fuck, I'll do it again now anyway. Oh fuck, I'm stuck on this one.
We will never give up!
Okay.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna shoot that at what? I can't remember if I shot this already. I'm gonna shoot this at what the mechanic guy says, but I can't remember if I did that already. I think I did.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Okay, I did try that. Oh wait, no. There we go. There we go. Oh my god. Because it said Meekan on the rope, so I was like,
So that's what
okay,
happened.
that's what it
We've
is.
been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
We got there. I'm so fucking good at this, guys. I'm so smart. I don't look at chat when I do those because I like working
That
out
was a
myself.
complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
that is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you? You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally
They
right.
take out the takeover comment in V3. Oh, good. Yeah, I find that like
And I got
I feel
so
like I'm always like, oh, it could be that, it could
Mikan
be
nursed
this.
me till I got better.
Nightmare.
There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer.
I have no idea. I don't want it to be here.
There's no way. I'm capable of killing
I really don't want it to be here,
someone.
but like I don't see whatever. I don't see how it's
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop.
Won't stop.
I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
Gotta.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
Don't say
want to
deep
believe
stuff.
in someone,
Don't say anything at
you
all. I
need
don't
to
understand
overcome
any
doubt
words.
first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Oh no. Oh no.
So in the end,
Oh no.
all just a bunch of bullies.
Oh
huh?
no.
Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem.
Oh no.
I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mikan.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away.
What the fuck? Oh Jesus.
What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Break these chains of love. I just want that. I was supposed to
Hey,
get
Nico.
chains of love then. That'd be
Can I ask
better.
you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can
prove it? Prove it? Wait! Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
Oh god, I don't like...
Ah, that's right!
Oh, she's freaking me out, man. She's jumping around all over the place.
Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already.
Oh god, she's
Is
dead.
this broad really okay?
Yo, is this broad alright?
I'm not the killer. The video. I never filmed that video.
It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you.
Oh, yeah,
once
sure.
again.
Leave it to me. I'll be the one that just condemns her to death. It's fine. She's saying everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw that video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Oh, fuck. Here we go.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof?
Oh, fuck.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
Freaking me
Just
out.
from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay, I think this is one where I have to take something from... I think this is one of the ones where I have to take something from someone.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
I'll just double check on the what the things are. Scrap of paper, stuff in the bottom. Lighting. Okay, surveillance camera.
Is the hemp bag...
Mikan's account. Through it, she went to from check and everyone realized it disappeared when she rushed to the hospital. Mikan's account or something I have to take from there.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
No.
Damn it!
I remember Monokuma saying something about 2 bags.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you.
I mean, she said, I don't know where she was before she went to see me.
That video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different bodies.
I'm gonna give that one. I'm gonna shoot blood souls at the slippers, maybe. I mean,
There's no way you'd be so
like that's
Hajime,
one idea I
You're the only one
have.
who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
Wait, if only I can do it.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have
Only
filmed
I
that
can do it.
video.
I would have to make it be Mikan's account.
Is the hemp bag on her head
I'm gonna shoot at the shoes anyway, just in case.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
If it's only, if only you can do it.
Damn it!
Then it would have to be Mikan's account.
I'm not the killer!
Or I can take it from there.
We can't think of anybody else other than who could have filmed that.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay. Being drawn to like the surveillance, the angle.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Am I supposed to be shooting killer's mistake at someone, or am I shooting her thing at killer's mistake? Fuck.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Maybe?
Is the hospital gown she was wearing
Probably
suspicious?
not.
Or could it be the hospital slippers she had
I
on?
don't think so.
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
What is the evidence that Mikan was the one who filmed that video?
Damn it!
Okay.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
Proof that she was the one who
Just
did
from
it.
that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay. Maybe she's saying something that she shouldn't have known if she didn't see the video.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Oh, do you have any proof?
So it's gotta be that she's saying something that she wouldn't
Is the
know.
hemp bag on her head the proof?
She knew that was there.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
I think I said about the gown.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
I'll shoot through that contradiction.
It worked. The killer's mistake
Mikan,
camera
you've
angle?
committed a major mistake.
Because she didn't know about the camera angle?
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
Okay. I got it, but...
What's wrong with that?
Okay.
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So
Yeah.
how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
It's weird, though. It's like... It feels really weird to me, that one. Like, I could imagine just being, could you see anything from the camera angle that was wrong or whatever?
The only reason Mikan knew the
Alright.
camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig
That was a weird
yourself
one.
into a hole.
That was also confusing because you're a bit like, what am I shooting at what here?
You serious?
I found that one
Is it
strange.
true, Mikan? Did
I
you?
felt like I was kind of a bit
Did you kill
shooting a bit
Hiyoko
blindly
and
there. I mean, I
Ibuki?
clicked on afterwards that it was something about she must have been saying too much, but it was a bit of a strange one.
I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Oh god.
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag, isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
What was that? Jesus.
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right?
Monokuma's thingy.
Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible?
Oh, my arms. Oh, my
Using
tries.
one
My
tote
tries
bag
are so
in both the
sore.
conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
Monokuma
That's
kind
why
of screwed
the
you over
video
on this one,
isn't
sorry.
fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
No, you're fucking crazy.
Stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
You must be like, you're definitely the killer now. Like, I'm just gonna say you are. Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third panic talk action. Oh no. This is probably gonna be my last job during a class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Oh, taint my ears. Start from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. Start from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. Oh, the ammo stuff, yeah. You'll no longer be able to make do with just the B button. Below the tempo mark in the lower portion of the screen, number bullets, yeah. When you add a bullet, you won't be able to destroy remarks. No matter how much you mash the B button, you'll be able to refresh bullets by pressing the X button. Just like locking on, press expert in time the tempo marker. I really don't like the tempo thing in this. It feels like really off to me.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
Dude, she's fucking wild, man.
Chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that
Like,
right?
I don't know, like
You're
the beat,
obviously gonna
the beat
forgive me, right?
seems really off when I hit it in that section. It's so strange, more so than the other one.
You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me!
I forget you're supposed to hold it down, man.
Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
Fuck. I couldn't work out what she was trying to tell me. Right, I think I get it now. I'm supposed to hold it down. Is that why it always fell off?
There's only one bag.
Theater bonus prize. There we go.
This is the end.
When the first time I was doing that, I was like, what the fuck is that saying?
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
Meat on the meat bone. On the meat bone. When you buy, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left. Please, just admit
He looks
it
like he
already.
has a heartless
In the
badge
end,
on.
At least let me believe in you.
Fuck, I always forget this happens. Oh, I saw on the monitor video of the broadcasted hanging. Killer ripped off the music venue's wallpaper. What did the killer do after the broadcast? The body is hidden before the killer ripped off. Or clue that the killer left. What did the killer do after the broadcast? Oh, what's that surveillance camera unit? How was the real lock room created? Oh. Back north, destroying it. I don't really know. What did they do? That one? No, doesn't make any sense. I already tried to put that one there, didn't I? Yeah, okay. What the fuck? What did the kill do after the broadcast? Right, okay. I know. Right. It's me reading it wrong because of the way they lay them out. How's lock room created? With that. Small cuckoo left behind. Ripped off piece of baton. What did the kill do after the broadcast? Threw up the handbag. No. Monami tote bag?
Here's everything
Yeah,
that happened in this case.
I think that was just me reading it weirdly.
Key
And
to
I was
this
like, what the
incident
fuck?
is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor.
Oh yeah,
was
we
blinking ahead
never
of the
did
scheduled
find out
time.
what killed Hiyoko. God, her death was really glanced over, wasn't it?
When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was
He was like, oh yeah, Hiyoko died too, by the way.
a person
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to
Oh,
hang
yeah.
themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video.
That was a shorter trial than
That's
the
why
last
I
one,
thought
I
the
think.
signal
I'm sure the last
originated
trial
from the
took me like
music
3 hours.
So I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time. When in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was
Weird.
actually the killer.
Poor
acting
Hiyoko,
as a
man. They
fake.
just totally glanced over.
I didn't know that.
No, they
So I went to
said
the
she
music
walked in and then they
found
slit her
a
throat,
hand
but they just
body
kind of, that
wearing
was
a bag
it. They never said what they slit her throat with. They never really talked about it at all more. It was just like,
Seeing the body before
It's a bit
me,
weird.
I
It's a
panicked
bit
and
strange,
rushed
that.
out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And as if they were switching places with
whoa,
me,
why'd you
they
want
went
Soda
inside
killed
the
off? He's
music
the
venue
best.
and began working on their last trick.
Yeah, they never really talked about how, like, the bleed, like, they sliced her throat, and they never really talked too much about all the
First,
blood.
the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars revealing Hiyoko's body.
Oh, hello, there's Hiyoko.
When I first arrived and saw
How
the
come there
hanging
wasn't
body,
any...
I didn't notice anything strange.
There wasn't
about that
more
pillar.
blood? How come... Like, what? I don't know.
I didn't expect it to be slightly larger
Whatever.
from the wall.
Whatever, it doesn't really
or have
matter.
Hiyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room.
I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. We got the person whose crime it
After
was.
destroying it, they
Just
mixed it
nitpicking
with
now, I
what was
suppose.
left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue.
Right, okay.
The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me.
Where did she slash
They
her
helped us
wrist?
force open the music venue door, despite the fact that
A
they
wrist.
personally
Where did
sealed
she
it.
slash her throat in the place as well? Like, she taped it up after, but still, like, right
made
when they
us
did it,
discover not just Ibuki's
there would have been blood
but
fucking... Oh, I don't
Hiyoko's
know. That's so
suddenly
weird,
present
that one.
body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside,
It looks
they were
like...
probably relieved
Looks
that
like
their plan worked out.
It looks like Fuyuhiko's trying to kick our boy in the butt. Kick him in the butt!
Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Man, she turned out to be a crazy killer. She cleaned it up. That I feel like there'd be more blood to clean up than that. So she slit her throat where she, like, up against the pole?
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing. Like the sky is falling down upon you.
How come she didn't get any on her as well?
Mikan, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Whoa there. I'm just surprised she didn't get any blood in her at all as well. So many points. A B! B for best at the game. Thanks, game. You're real kind.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
No, the foreign princess hasn't died,
Let's
Beefcake.
go.
Man, I mean, when this all started, I did not expect it to be here. And here we are. And this waifu, turns out she's a murderer.
Well now,
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point,
correct.
you got it right once again. That's like 3 times in a row. That's right, the true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan Sumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. You saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed him?
I won't forgive
Don't joke with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill him from the start while you were nursing him?
Hey!
Don't just lie. If you say something, this is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
Oh, who said nothing like Piku? She's actually gone mental.
That's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikan too, you say?
I
know, because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me, after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind? My body's heavy. No, not just heavy, it's somewhat soft and really hot. Did she try to kill you? That's right, Mikan felt really hot at the time. Oh no, okay. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
And because of the disease, Mikan, how the hell did we not catch anything?
Perhaps.
Nani? The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope? And because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. Nani? Yeah, that Yakuza Zero Nani thing is so funny. Nani? I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair, instead of for the sake of hope.
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Oh, what? Huh?
What?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who
What the fuck?
never hated me. They forgave my existence.
Oh man, why is my internet fucking out again? It's me, it's mine going out.
They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But to transcend all that is truly what love is all about.
Hey.
I don't understand. What are you saying?
You don't understand? It's because you don't have anyone to love. Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Huh?
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's
It's love, only love. Oh man. Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
This
It
is...
seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease? But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this, are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island?
Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships.
The remembering disease, what a terrible disease. You could never forget anything.
So, it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Yo, like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan.
Oh, you still doubt me? Then, to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about the World Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know?
No, I just remembered, that's all. I know about it all along, how that horrifying organization known as World Ender. It's also the organization known as the Future Foundation.
Future Foundation? Future? That's right. That symbol on the ancient ruins door. It was the Japanese word for future.
Hey.
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning?
The name suggests the organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
Yo, what the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know?
A part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation, brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami? Huh?
Yo, I knew it! Monami, Monokuma, you're both members of that crazy organization, ain't they?
Monami and I ain't the members. I am Monokuma. My existence is entirely my own.
Hey.
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us.
Of course I know that. Let's see, the Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh, well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not!
Oh, hell no!
You'll find out eventually. There's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends.
Countdown? You even know about that?
Oh, I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mika, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person who's been spending time with me up till now? Who we've been spending time with up till now?
The past.
Past?
That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend. Oh? That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's... Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories of.
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person. don't you think?
Yes, true.
Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past. Don't you think?
Hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
hey!
If that was true all along, our memories would take it away.
Damn it!
It wasn't true. Yo, if it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this.
Why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma. Is it alright for you to stop now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time?
Damn it, why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I prepared
then.
a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Sumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
As a note, it's always best to just not mention things that haven't happened yet. Just as a default. Bye, ouchies. What the hell? What a fucking weird death. It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayonji was Mikan Sumiki. And she's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form, or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Damn it!
It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that from just remembering, then all along Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope.
But...
Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
So let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait.
But that's impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so... Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice toward us. And now, there's no way we can just move on to try have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was a traitor too.
Wrong.
Too bad. That's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on.
The traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now. I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the future foundation. So you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different from Monami.
Who cares about what I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break. Your right eye is made out of black beans? Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, it is said that life has its ups and downs. It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I've prepared a special event.
Special event?
Head over to the First Island's beach. An old friend will be waiting there.
Old friend?
Huh?
Could it be Nikumaru?
Hey!
Isn't it? Nikumaru was safe after all.
Safe. How should I say this?
Yo, I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nikumaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope? I'm happy Nikumaru is returning to us, but I...
So just as
Three of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. Maybe Sonia.
However,
Even so, I'm still happy. If Nikumaru is safe, I am truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived.
Yo, Supreme Overlord of Who Gives a Shit. Yo, that line don't suit you at all.
Silence! I shall crush you into dust.
Ibuki Hiyoko, if you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nikumaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
right?
And let's all go greet Nikumaru. Let's make it grand even for those who have died. Huh? What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. I can't, eh?
All right!
Alrighty then, let's go. Oh yeah, let's go then, yes. Alright, let's do it. Nikumaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator.
Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say. Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking?
What does that mean?
Hey, you're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nikumaru's body. Huh? Nikumaru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. What did you do to Nikumaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him is all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death.
Oh god, have they done to him?
So it just couldn't be helped.
Oh boy. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry to the beach on the first island. Alright, let's haul ass. Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running toward the beach on the first island. Ooh, where in the world is Nikumaru?
Hey,
Hey, Nikumaru, show yourself.
Listen,
We have come to pick you up. Please hurry and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. And so on and so forth. We kept looking for him. But...
Hey!
What the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Yo, could it be? Did we get that false information from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
could it be?
It's that voice. With high hopes in our hearts, we turned towards the direction of the voice. And then we saw something truly unbelievable. Oh no.
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing!
Oh no. Is he a Monokuma? Oh my...
My name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the
God.
rivers of hell!
What? He's a robot? What? What? Robumaru. Oh my god. Oh my lord. He's a robot. They turned him into a goddamn robot. Only 9 of us left. Danganronpa. Danganronpa. His package, man. No. Does he have a robo package? I'll be okay with that. Oh my god. That was a long shoot. That was almost 9 hours. All right. That's it. That's it. I'm done. That was a long stream. Thank you for watching, though. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Done with chapter 3. And we'll be coming back to chapter 4 next Friday. Because if you're new here, don't forget to follow the channel. If you're just watching and you're coming in. Every Friday we play games voted on by you, and the last game voted on was this game. So we're playing this every Friday. Throughout the week we play other games and stuff like that. I typically don't stream over the weekend, so if I am live, it'll be a little bonus. If I am live, I probably will play a little bit of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or something like that. But throughout the week, coming up next week, I'll probably be doing like a mix of Xenoblade, Yakuza 0, maybe a little bit of Hand of Fate 2, stuff like that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Am I gonna stream Danganronpa free, sub or dub? I don't know. Whatever one's the one that I have sitting around. It'll probably be I think it'll probably be a subtitled one. Something the one that was on Crunchyroll or whatever. I don't know. I don't really think about it. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks everybody who supported me today. If you haven't done so already, then like I said, follow the channel. I am allowed to keep doing this by you guys. So of course, subscribing and sending bits and tips and stuff like that is always appreciated because it helps me keep doing what I do. But other than that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And I hope I will see you on Monday, if not for like any bonus streams on the weekend. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well. That's where I tweet out every time I'm live, so it's always a good place to catch me there. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, Despair. I'll see you for sure on Monday, if not a little bit sooner, for some more gaming fun times. See you later, everybody.